Hello everyone, I am back today with a heritage scrapbook layout featuring Maggie Holmes' Forever Fields collection. I adore and love scrapbooking my heritage photos, and it's been a minute since I have come back to scrapbooking some of them and working in my heritage album, and I thought today would be the perfect day to kind of revisit that. I've pulled together some die sets. Gorgeous die sets. They will be available in the description box below in case you need to grab any of them if they're available. The coneflower one is from Honeybee Stamps. The one with the edges is from British Monroe, and I know those two are available. I don't think the vintage doilies are available anymore. So I went ahead off camera, die cut lots of scraps with that edge die set. I really want to add some journaling, so I've gone ahead. I use these 49th and Markets rub-ons. I have done my journaling on a 4x6 card, and I want to create some hidden journaling. So what I'm going to do is I cut that black and white paper to 4.5 by 6.5. The card that has all of my journaling on it is 4x6. I'm going to take this little circle die and just punch a little notch into that 4.5 by 6.5 sheet of pattern paper. I cut a piece of white cardstock to 4.5 by 6.5 as well. And now I'm going to go ahead and add a thin bead of glue just around 3 of those edges. Then I can go ahead and I can add the white cardstock panel to the back of that pattern paper. I'm going to push them down because I haven't added much glue, and I want to make sure that the glue adheres really well to just those 3 edges. And that's going to create a little pocket that my journaling can slide right into. And you're going to see me throughout the course of this layout. I keep pulling the pocket in and out because I want to make sure that the glue doesn't smush and catch onto my journaling card. Then I'm going to go ahead and I am going to put the photo right on the front of this little journaling spot. And then we can continue on creating our layout. So there we have it. If this picture looks familiar to you, I did use this photo for a part of my Ancestry Journey mini book. That one book mostly tells about my thoughts and feelings, a more personal look at how I view my family heritage. The 12 by 12 layouts that I'm doing, I look at them at more as an overview. So on that little 4x6 journaling spot, there is just pretty much vital statistics and things of that nature in that card. These layouts always take me a little bit of extra time because honestly, I feel like these are the layouts that are going to be looked at and read by my family more than just the family albums of the 4 of us. So I try to really kind of take my time, which is why you're getting a Maggie Holmes Monday layout on a Friday instead of Monday, because I did all this die cutting for all of these scraps and it took a little bit of time. I also made all of the embellishments for my flower embellishments. So I have this die set from British Monroe. It is called Elegant Edges. Hold on, I'm going to check and double check the name of it. The die set is called Elaborate Edges, and it is available in the British Monroe shop. So you can, I will link it up in the description box. So each of the strips are about 5.5 inches long. So what I did was I cut lots of scraps of paper, different widths, but I cut all the lengths at 5.5. And then I took those dies and I cut all the different patterns just along one edge of the scraps. And I'm going to create this kind of center border, although it is a little bit skewed over to the left because I want to add a larger embellishment cluster to the upper right hand corner. So I am kind of taking that, what would be like a center strip, and pushing it off to the left. I also did this because I wanted to make sure I gave enough room so that our hidden journaling, our little pocket, has the clearance it needs to go ahead and pull out. So I'm just taking all of these beautiful patterns, layering them all up. These are just the scraps of paper that I had left over from different patterns from the Forever Fields collection. And I did end up not using them all. I didn't use the one I created with the black and white paper. I decided I didn't want to put that in within the mix. I wanted to keep that pattern just behind the photo so that the photo would get the kind of the focal point, become a focal point that it needed to. I want to make sure that my interactive element on this layout can pull out easily. In order to do that, I'm going to take this whole envelope, the whole interactive piece, including my photo. I'm going to pop it up with some easy strips from tape. This is also from British Monroe. And I'm also going to make very, very sure that the edges of those 2 sheets of paper that are underneath the interactive element are fully adhered down to my scrapbook page. Let's talk a little bit about my photos. This photo is my great grandparents. I actually have 3 photographs of them, which is kind of amazing. So I'm going to scrapbook all 3 of those photographs. And I haven't come up with I think I have them printed, but I haven't done the other 2 yet. So we're going to add those to the list of, or to the stack of available photographs that I need to scrapbook for January. I always keep those on my desk. And maybe we can get that section of my Heritage scrapbook album, the 12 by 12 one, finished up. Wouldn't that be amazing? Yeah. Well, we'll add the pictures in and see how far we get, right? Next, I want to add a title. I'm going to use this little remember piece as a title. It's easy. It's already printed on a scrapbook page. Printed on some scrapbook paper. I just have to trim it down a little bit, and it works perfectly as a title. And these are the kinds of titles I use all the time throughout my Heritage and throughout my Ancestry Journey books, because I don't need the titles to be very eye-catching. In fact, in a lot of places, a lot of times I feel like the title isn't even necessary. The point of this is the stories and the journaling. This is and the photographs. So these albums in my Heritage book are more journaling centered, more story centered, more photography centered, or preserving the pictures instead of making cute titles or whatever. So we're just going to use this little remember. I also have the doilies that I cut. I'm going to add those as embellishments. I have 3 flowers, so I can make a lovely little, I feel like my Heritage pages are not just a craft. I feel like these particular pages and these particular albums are really important to me, really important to my family, because I have kind of fallen into that role of digitizing the pictures and doing the family trees and being the historian. And these scrapbook pages and this scrapbook project is a really powerful way for me to preserve my family's legacy for future generations. And like I said, I also feel like these are the scrapbooks and the pages that my family is going to want to keep and preserve and read more so than some of my other projects. And it helps that I love vintage style papers and products, and I tend to gravitate towards those the most. So that is super helpful as well, let me just say. But I am adding some clear stickers now. This is a perfect opportunity for clear stickers. I have these 3 kind of large, colorful coneflowers from the Honeybee Stamps die, and now I can kind of tuck in these black and white flowers behind those sections to create some more detail and interest. And I think that this is a perfect use for these lovely kind of black hand-drawn clear stickers. Here I am quadruple checking my journaling to make sure it's going to fit in and out. And I'm also going to go ahead and add a little tab to the side here. These were part of the 6x12 sticker sheet, so I chose 2 tabs that I could kind of match up, and that will make it even easier and kind of add that little pop of green that says, hey, there's something here, pull it out. I love how this journaling card did turn out. I used the 49th and Market farmhouse rub-ons, and they turned out really, really nice to add the names of my great-great-grandfather. And then on the back is my great-great-grandmother. And I did go ahead, or I'm going to in a second here, staple onto that tab to make sure that those tabs stay and they're pretty sturdy there, because they're going to get pulled in and out and in and out. Lastly, I went through my Next, I went through my Scrap and Happy Studio Flare Stash. Wow. It was a lovely tongue twister. And I chose 3 of the flares that I thought worked well with the colors, and I'm going to add those, and that's when we're going to call this layout complete. Please make sure to check the description box for any available products I used on my page today. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to check out my other heritage videos. I have a whole playlist on my channel that just share some creative crafting ideas, and also share your thoughts in the comments below. I love to read your comments, and as always, hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, all of those things really help my channel and help other people to find my channel as well. Talk to you again very soon. Bye.